All right. Welcome, everyone. We are here
Hi.
with Victoria, Renee, trying to go live on all these things. Anyway, we're just going to run with it. Thanks for joining us. We do, this Victoria, Renee, Samir, Moussa. We've been getting together, going live for a couple of weeks in a row and
Yep.
having a great old time. We've been getting to know a bunch of you and really celebrating our wins, of which we have a few that we'd like to celebrate today. I know we have a new video that just came out, and I know that we just got signed to a record deal, and I know that they're starting to push another release that's coming out. We'll be
Yep.
putting a pre-save link in here as well. So there's a lot of things moving. We don't really always know how or why or when, you know, how these things move, but we're definitely committed to it, and aside from some curveballs which happen, good things are seemingly starting to appear. Um,
Yeah.
Sammy's here. Hey, Sammy.
Hi,
He says, "Thank
Kelly.
you so much for Whiskey Lullaby and for the
Yes.
birthday. Absolutely loved our version. Watched the video multiple times a day. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Hey,
how
Sammy,
sweet. I hope
that
you
you
had
came.
the best day ever.
Hope you had a great day. We had so much fun doing
Yeah.
that. So,
Mhm.
for those of you who are watching that don't know, we were hired to record a song for birthday, and we it was the birthday was last week, and
Mhm.
we sent them a birthday video. I put together another video that I have set to release during our talk today at 2:45. It should go live, which is the same one, just without the personal birthday wishes. So I'm going to try to have us tune into that together,
Mhm.
and yeah, and Sammy saying my mom royally spoiled her. It's a pretty epic gift, not gonna lie, you know. Yeah, and but we did really have a great time singing this song, "Whiskey Lullaby." I mean, it's a very heavy subject,
It
also.
is.
Getting into the performance of it, it's. But the thing about beautiful songs and lyrics is that there's a way to identify with it, and for whatever reasons of my own, I could relate to this song, and it's not and we're gonna watch it together soon, so I don't want to give all of it away for those of you who are tuning in and don't know what the song was about. I'll let it impact you the way it impacted us when we were asked to sing it. um, it's one of those songs, but it's a moving piece, and we definitely enjoyed doing our best to bring it to life, and
Yeah.
uh, and yeah, and a really fun song to learn. So yeah, it's a very emotional song. So we'll be going live with that in a few minutes. I guess in about 4 minutes, I have it set to launch. So I'll try to
Yay.
play it so that we can watch it all at the same time. Let me start to set that up. In the meantime, Victoria Renee, actress, singer, obviously, performer, model, all of these beautiful things. So Victoria, you want to talk to us? What's new and inspiring? What inspired you this week in the creative world, personally
Um,
or outside of you?
yeah. Ooh, sorry, I have an eyelash in my eye. Um, what inspired me creatively this week? Well, I'm learning a new song that someone hired me to do for their mother. They're making an album for their mom. And so I'm learning that song and I'm going to record that. And I was inspired by the new song that I'm going to be releasing soon called
Oh yeah,
Sweet
you started.
Disaster, talking to Nico and helping me become like a better engineer and better, like being able to work, remotely in an easier way. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there with you. It's great. Yeah, yeah,
Pretty
absolutely.
awesome.
That's a beautiful song. I really am excited for that song as well. Um, and Yes, it reminds me a lot of like the Weekend vibe, and it's just super catchy, super poppy. Everything we love about it. So it's just going to be great. Um, what's the song the for the mother? What's the subject on that one?
The song. Oh, it's an old gospel song.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I mean, it's It's beautiful. It's one of those songs. It's kind of like Amazing Grace. It's so open-ended that you could sing it a million different ways.
Right.
There's, I'm going to do a 3-minute version, but there's a lot of like 10, 15-minute versions of it. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's about yonder. I forgot what the song's called. It's not helpful. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting in the booth and cutting that one. And then, got some social media stuff I got to handle. And then I don't know why, but I got just full on, my account got banned. I have no idea why.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure
I just got that message like literally 2 minutes before I came on here. So I'm disputing that. Wish me luck. Hope everything, goes my way. I don't know why I would have been banned. I'd only post singing videos.
Yeah. Well, let's yeah. No, I got you.
I will connect with you guys as soon as that's all like worked out and I can come back to, yikes.
To the surface. Yeah. Yeah. I've been bringing a lot of what we've got going on onto my socials, onto our website, dedicated page, and have that going. So it's highlighting all of the work that we were working on, a lot coming on. And let's see. I think it says the premiere is going to begin shortly. Let me go ahead and share this with everyone, and we'll take it from there. All right. Awesome. Enjoy the premiere here of this version of Whiskey Lullaby. In the meantime,
yeah, I need to get this done. I don't know why. It's just like look at, why is this not like working? Here, it just keeps saying perfect and then nothing. And then here. See?
Are we seeing the video, my friends?
All right.
Oh yeah, we got 2 minutes countdown. This is fancy. And this gives us an opportunity, Victoria, I know that we like to talk about mindsets in the industry, and how do we kind of keep our cool, because one of the rules is the show must go on, right? And it's a tough one because life happens. We're in the middle of these emotions already because what we do is visceral, so it's a real mental space that we have to maintain, and there are a lot of tools that we have to use to help us get through these moments. And so I know that we touch upon what gets us through the industry and what we've seen, because it's a very tough industry, without even these types of glitches, like on a good day, so I think it'll be a good chance to see what people have to say about tools that they use for mindsets, to keep a steady, cool amidst these storms of life that we find, in our personal and our professional, all the while. So while we wait for 40 seconds, you guys can put any comments, what kind of tools you use to keep a good mindset when you have to pick up against the wall in life or in your creative pursuits. Those of you that are just coming in, Victoria's account just seemingly got hacked. And this is the second time in the years that I've known her that this is happening, so we wish you the best on that. In the meantime, please enjoy this video of Whiskey Lullaby song that Victoria and I recorded as a birthday gift for one of our super fans. Thanks all for being here. Enjoy the song.
She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette. she broke his heart.
Oh, it's no longer suspended.
Spent his whole life trying to forget. We watched him drink his pain away, a little at a time. But he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until that night. He put that ball to his head and pulled the trigger, and finally drank away her memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength he had to get up off his knees. We found him with his face down in the pillow, with a note that said, I love her till I die. And when we buried him beneath the willow, the angels sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. The rumors flew, but nobody knew how much she blamed herself. For years and years, she tried to hide the whiskey on her breath. She finally drank her pain away, a little at a time. But she never could get drunk enough to get him off her mind until the night. She put that bottle to her head and pulled the trigger, and finally drank away his memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength she had to get up off her knees. We found her with her face down in the pillow, clinging to his picture for dear life. We laid her next to him beneath the willow, while the angels sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. La 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 la.
What a song. My God. Well done, Victoria. Great performance on that. Really enjoyed working with you on that song.
Me too. This song was, I mean, thank you for I forgot about this song, but I mean, what the lyrics on that are just amazing. I've never heard it said that way before. She put the bottle to her head and pulled it. Wow.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, just goosebumps every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoever wrote that song.
Yeah. Yeah. Who did? Yeah. Kudos on that one. We should drop who wrote this song.
Yeah.
But I can't remember right now. We just got into the workshop and pulled it up and put it out.
Yeah. I was like super distracted because, as we have established about 11 minutes ago, I was banned. Such a dramatic word. I was banned from TikTok. And I was like, well, yes, also from Instagram. And I'm like, no. And so I just like did a dispute while you guys were playing that song. And they're like, oh, yeah, sorry, never mind.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Somebody must have slipped on their coffee while they were going.
Oh
So
my,
yeah, I
that's
know.
crazy. Because like you dedicate our lives, like it's like
Yeah,
every single, for years and years and years we've been putting stuff in, and it could just be taken away just
yeah.
like that.
And what do we do about that? I mean, I feel like it's and so how do you prepare yourself? I mean, what does one do? I want to hear from you guys, like in watching.
Yeah.
I wish I know I get some of the comments on this feed, not all of them, but I put them in any comment anywhere. I want to know, how do you guys deal with life and its uncertainties when you kind of get thrown against the wall every now and again, like you know, deep breathing can get you so far. Like
True.
typically, Victoria, you've been in the arts, you've been in the professional industry for a while.
Yeah.
You know these pressures. You know how things can flip. They can set you
Uh-huh.
up and fall and all that. Like, what
Yeah.
does what do you lean on in times like that? Do you have a
You just gotta,
system?
you have to just stay in the moment. That's why I'm like, I'm not panicking. I mean, it's not what I want to see right now, but I'm not
Yeah,
gonna panic because I'm just gonna dispute it, and then you just deal with what you can deal with right then, and like try to let go of what you can't deal with. That's not,
right.
it's simple but not easy, right?
Right. No, I mean, I think staying in the moment is like huge. I love that, because I got people around me, and I got tendencies that I've spent my life fighting, where like, start projecting possibilities, and you never really know where things are going to go. Like, you can get worked up thinking it's all over, but then 10 minutes later, it's back up, and all of that, is
Yeah.
for nothing. So if you can just stay in the moment, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that about you. I've seen you be able to do that, in the creative flow. And I think the arts really help us kind of understand the moment, like when
They
you
do.
play, I deal with musicians obviously a lot, but I definitely encounter people who don't have a musical essence to them, and it's like, how do you describe the moment? The thing about music is like when you're singing a note, you sing it and it's gone, and you're on to the next one, like and it
Right.
just keeps moving. You don't linger on what you were saying before, and you're not singing what you're gonna sing in the next verse. There's like a presence that you got to just keep with,
Gotta be
and
present.
you
It
know
matters.
it matters. um let's
Especially
see.
when you're doing, ad libs or something.
Mm,
You don't go in front of yourself and like map it out. You just gotta, you feel it by anchoring into yourself, and your voice, just like allowing your voice to just carry you and know what to do and where to land. I mean, and
right.
part of that is training, sure, but like I don't think about it first. I just have to trust my instincts and just get present and just feel the music. What does my voice want to add to whatever we're listening to?
Mhm.
What wants to happen here, and just go with
Right.
that.
Yeah, as a singer,
Yeah.
and I love it where like music can kind of cross into life, which is, a really interesting thing, because, we carry people into music as well, and people have brought us in, we've had mentors, we are mentors, and like that whole relationship
Absolutely.
of like, the conversation where music meets life is like huge, and I love it. There's like I
Absolutely.
just love it. And so and I like, and said, we have a comment in here saying, that like also in those moments when you're kind of not knowing where to go, or you're put in a tough situation, to know how to ask for help is also very important. It takes a lot of,
That
that's a big, um, it's funny. It's like a power, asking
it
for
is.
help is actually a power. And it's a kind of, I got caught in the, in the irony of that, you know,
That's
because,
funny. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a paradox, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
A little
just a
bit.
lot of things. It's interesting, but
It's hard to ask for help. For me
yeah,
personally, it's hard for me to ask for help, but
yeah,
you have to, because it's you. Sometimes people just need help doing stuff. I don't know. So we need to delegate. It helps us be better at what we do, and then it takes a village doing things that you care about doing things that are important to you. You gotta, you need help doing
yeah,
it.
and,
Like that.
yeah. And there are so many people, there are like these, guardian angels on the wings, just waiting to answer that call, You know what I mean?
Right.
So many people find like, I think at the essence of humans and getting deep quick is like we're here
Come
to
together.
help. We're here to like actually serve. So when somebody calls for help, it actually gives us an opportunity to step in and be that natural part of why we're
Sure.
here, and then
Yeah.
and then magic happens from there. It's
Absolutely. Isn't that the best? The connection.
yeah.
That's
Yeah. And
makes life
speaking on
worth living.
connection and I don't, and something I'm bubbling wanting to kind of mention, and I don't think it's, is that I've also in those moments like receiving help is also an important thing too, right? I mean, being able to receive, I used to struggle with receiving it, like people
Oh
would be
wait,
like,
that's what I meant this whole time.
but I meant asking for it is one thing, saying, hey, I need help,
Oh yeah. Oh
you know,
yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Asking it and then receiving help. Yeah.
yeah, receiving.
Yeah.
Oh man, I struggled for a long
That's
time. I was like,
hard.
no, I'm good. I know it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Thanks. Like, let me buy you a lunch. I was like, no, I'm okay. I got it. Like it took me a long time to understand. No, I really breaking an important cycle when you aren't able to receive. Also, you know what wants to come to you, like there's personalities. I know I'm been one of those. I know a few that are just like, I don't know, I'm good, I don't need anything. Oh no, receiving is a big part of it. So I don't know, I just want to mention that.
It matters. It's funny because it feels like a lot of times people need edification and they need to hear somebody on the outside. It's like, hey, whatever affirmation you need to hear. Hey, you look great. You've been working hard in the gym. Good job. And like people need that. And then when they get a compliment, they freak out because they're like, oh, thank you. Like, receiving is hard even on that level where you're just like, thank you is what I meant to say. Just take the compliment, just receive it, or whatever it is. It's important to still give that, even though sometimes people can't receive it. It's a weird place to be in, needing affirmation, but not being able to receive it. That's not what you want.
Right. Oh man, you know what I want, and I want to play a song for the listeners, and it's actually off of this record. And Victoria, I don't know if you've heard it, and it came to me last week. I was like, man, because I've been recording music for a long time, and this song that I'm about to play, as we're starting to generate, be here every week, and I'm like, oh man, let's get some content out and get it received. We'll play yours next, okay? We'll play one of yours next, but it's on this essence of like, it speaks to what we're talking about perfectly. So I'm going to introduce a song. It's called Luna. It's off of the Wide Awake album that I recorded years ago in California, and some of the people in my inner circle is one of their favorite songs as well. So please enjoy this one, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on it.
Stand by. I'll be right back.
Take me or save me from the edge of the night. Come down to me, say you see me, what I've got inside. What I've got inside. With your love that's shining bright in the night, Says she knows me, takes me by surprise, singing to me, sweet and softly now, look into my eyes, look into my eyes. Your love light shining bright in the night, in the night. With your love light shining bright in the night, in the night. Just believe in yourself, nobody else will see you through the universe inside of you. Visualize as dreams come true inside of you, inside of me. Luna, baby, take me, save me now from the edge of my mind.
Oh, that's a reminiscent song right there.
I loved it. You're
Oh,
crazy.
look at that one. Yeah,
It's a good one. When did you release that song?
a long time ago.
Oh, when you did that one with your album? That was like, was that your one of your first albums you did?
Yeah, that was when I was like, yeah, we were in the studio working on a full record and full like the whole album,
Wow,
And,
that's so cool.
yeah, but then we didn't really. And then it's funny, and then the economy crashed. It took a lot of labels out. My label was one of them.
Ugh.
So they let us all go, but they gave us the music and
That's
it's
great.
funny how it works. Like just I swear it must have been like last summer. I get a call from the producer, and he's like, I hadn't heard from this guy in years, and from the label head, and he's like, letting you go is like has been haunting me as one of my biggest regrets. All of these years later, this is what I hear from him. And I'm like, all right, well then let's and I tried to see if we could rekindle the conversation, but that was his one message. He just had to get it off his chest, and then came in, said it.
Wow.
And, yeah.
What he said.
It was a beautiful scene. We were peaking over there. We were playing some really big shows. Our band was big. Our band was tight.
Nice.
And like things are really moving, and we were, this is back in the day. We were playing, all different radio stations, and it was just moving. It was.
You guys really were doing radio tours.
Yeah, man, we were doing San Francisco radio tours. We had gotten on to like, it seems like we were hitting radio stations, doing live broadcast recordings, and yeah, man, it was really moving. So when it tanked and everything went out, and it was one of those like, when the world kind of stops, and everything kind of crashes, kind of like a COVID moment,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's me several times, So then I come back up. I mean, speaking of it, I almost forgot about this too. And we were talking about it earlier with Michael, the head of the record label that's supporting our beautiful duets right now. I'm so grateful. We have I got to drop a link of this pre-save, but like, we were talking about the Hollywood Music and Media Awards shows, and maybe we should put some of our songs in there. But like when I went and we submitted and we ended up winning, like it was exactly how you see it in the movies. Like the next call, my phone was blowing up. People were like, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. And then I had this guy who's, like a multi-million-dollar budget movie wanted me to do the opening and closing of the film. Right. And I was like, we were going. And then COVID comes and shuts.
Come on.
everything down. Yeah, and I'm so immersed in COVID and like the recovery of all that I had almost forgotten that like that moment had happened. Like we were working on it and it all fell to pieces. So and back to like all of a sudden you look on your phone today, Victoria, right as we're about to go live, and you see that all of your work on social media has been like your IG count just shut down, but it
Yeah.
came back up thankfully in only
But
10
it
minutes.
came back up. Thank God.
It's
Thank
those
God.
moments where you can't prepare for it, and all of a sudden it's right there and it's gone. Life is
You
like
just gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
It does. It do be like that. It really does. Wait, something you just said before reminded me of something important. It was you were talking about when you were making the album and wait, take me back. Where were you?
So 2 places. I think I was HMMA, and before that I was radio touring
Oh,
Mexico.
yes. Okay. So yesterday, speaking of Michael, I was on the phone with Michael, who's our label head, and
Yeah.
he was like, we're getting ready to do this big show and I need rehearsals. It's going to be like choreography and like a whole thing, right?
Yeah, awesome.
And he's like, well, let me just like, I think I found it. I know a girl who can do the choreography for you. Her name's like Alexandria. Hey. And I'm like, okay, I'm looking her up. I'm like, I don't see her like with the resume that he was saying. I'm like, she should be Googleable,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm looking her up, and he was like, oh, sorry, it's Alexandria K. I was in a girl group with her. What?
Right.
And her dad did the music for Square Bit. He did the what do you call it? Arranging. He did the arrangement for Square Biz. I'm just like, what a small industry. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, that's not small. That's what do you call it? A God wink? Like when
God
somebody
wink,
out of the blue puts it together and it's someone that you used to work with in the past, like that's something to pay attention to. That's what drives my way. Like that means for sure you should work with her again. For sure you should see what happens there. And that their dad's touched this other song. It's like, it's the same way that like Michael knows my wife and his wife is French, like our producer. Like when these things all start to add up into something so much bigger than our little pieces together, something's
awesome.
Yeah, something's cooking.
Yeah, I mean that's Godwink. That's crazy that how it all intermingled that way. Just like it's funny. It just keeps getting smaller and smaller. It feels like I don't know. She's great. She's Lana Del Rey's right hand woman. She choreographed for Usher and she's danced for Madonna for a long time. She's really
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, what kind of show are we doing? Like, okay, I guess I gotta get it together.
I really want to put, speaking of, and I love to have, I like to keep feeding songs to our listeners. So right now, speaking of what kind of performance we're cooking, I would like to play A Better World when you performed it in New York City.
Oh, Better Tomorrow?
Better Tomorrow, yeah. Right?
Awesome.
So, and then we can talk more about the show that you have coming up and what to expect, we can expect from that. Okay?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
More on that later.
More on that in a minute. For now, enjoy Victoria's performance of here it is. I love it.
Sadness to cry, there'd be no selfish to lie, there'd be no reason for crying, there'd be no empty, no why. I see it when I close my eyes. Peace on earth and peace. Let it go. We have to restore this planet's soul. it something more than what we know. Give it water, give it sun, room to grow. We can build a better tomorrow. There be no nightmares, only dreams. There be no evil people with angel wings. There be no war zones, just sympathies. There be more love than diamond rings. I see it when I close my eyes. Peace on earth and peace of mind. Let it go. We have to restore this planet's soul. Teach it something more than what we know. Give it water, give it sun, room to grow. I can see a better tomorrow. I can see a better tomorrow. We share this place, we all belong. Light the way till dark is gone. Walking away still means you're strong. Rise above, hope isn't gone. Let it go. We have to restore this planet's soul. Teach it something more than what we know. Give it water, give it sun, room to grow. I can see a better tomorrow. I can see a better tomorrow. Yeah. I can see a better tomorrow.
Yes, Victoria.
Hey.
Yes, song. Oh, so great that song. You know what really stood out to me was walking away still means you're strong.
I was thinking about it when we were talking about asking for help. I was thinking about that lyric.
Where are you? Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to play that, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna play it either. This is where we meet jazz. Never really know what we're gonna do. We just feel our way through this.
That's it. That's where we meet jazz.
I'm so grateful that.
Yeah,
I mean, I was just gonna say I'm so grateful that people are tuning in and showing up, and really is helping us get organized. We have so much content to give you guys. We got so much coming your way. Victoria and I, we've been doing our duets just for fun, and we got approached by a couple of record labels, and we're working with Sounds of LA, and yeah. Next thing you know, I got to drop a link. They're getting behind our version of Shallow, which we haven't released yet, but not to the major public, except for a short while, and then I took it down because we're going to really release it properly, and I'll put a link for that in the chat right now, the pre-save. So if you guys are here and you guys were curious to hear Victoria and I singing our cut of Shallow, then please do. And I can't wait to get, I was just talking to my studio 2 days ago about getting back to LA. So, let's just be organized about that too. So when I get out there, we have time, to hit these events, go play, play somewhere, and just, get the magic out there. I can't wait for that moment.
I can't wait either.
Yeah, it's going to be great. But, while I get the list, the pre-save link for Shallow, and I really encourage you all to pre-save it with us, and so we can celebrate. I don't even know when we're going to release it.
September 6th, I think.
So, but, we'll just get that going. Tell us about the show that you have coming up, and what can we expect from that?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not really supposed to like talk about it yet. Is the thing.
Oh, okay, man. Don't get in. Don't
So we want to make sure everything's locked in before.
Yeah. All right.
we start.
Heck
But
yeah.
it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a fun show.
All right.
And
Cool.
there'll
All
be
right.
some travel involved. So
Sorry, everybody. I'm like, yo, we're gonna talk about it, and we ain't talking about it.
we're a little bit talking about it. We're talking about how we can talk about it.
Yeah.
But when you'll be the first to know, like when this whole thing goes, and I've got that whole situation happening and at various venues, you'll know. You'll be the first.
Cool.
I'll drop it here. I'll drop the whole thing here first.
Right.
Or anywhere else.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, what else have we got cooking on? I mean, I have people bringing in all kinds of suggestions for duets we could do. I keep on hearing songs. I'm like, oh, I want to do this one. And we're just starting to get our system tuned now that we have all the support coming in. Like, I'm so grateful for everybody tuning in, and just the label support, you guys, everything. So we got things coming out, and we're excited for it. Yeah. Anything on your mind that you wanna share with everyone before we wish them well?
Maybe,
How are you feeling today?
I feel great. I was telling Samir we're playing a Better Tomorrow. I'm like, I'm a little pukey, getting a little pukey. I didn't eat and working out, and then all that stress.
Okay. So we're having a little
nauseated, but I'm good. I'm perfectly happy being here, and I'm really grateful for all of you guys that came to join us. This is fun. This is what makes this fun for us, is being able to connect with you guys and talk and take your advice on what we do next, or or just input it all, just connecting with you in general, or outside of music.
Yeah, and we have a request. I think it's flipped now. From Sammy wants us to wish Mom a happy birthday. So, which is on Monday. So, is this a happy birthday to Jane?
Happy birthday, Jane! We love our Jane.
We love our Jane. We love our Sammy. And I love that we have birthdays back to back over here. That's fantastic. That's very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, let's I'm feeling good. And I always, I learned, as a guitar player who used to do solos for too long, I learned end it on a good note. Just end it 100%. On a high note. So
before Victoria, in a bit.
Let's pull up one more video, and we thank you guys all for hanging out. Again, there's a pre-save link for our version of Shallow, which will be coming out sometime. I don't know when.
The 6th.
When is it?
I think they said the 6th, right?
We'll
double check. Stand by.
Okay, stand by. Okay, cool. Then we better start getting these campaigning out, that people know all about it. Yeah, for sure. And so thank you all for coming. We'll be here again same time next week, and I guess we'll leave it with one more song. Let's see what's it going to be. Anybody want to drop a request, or Victoria, do you have one that you haven't heard from us?
I was just thinking, what about what was that other one that we did that I loved? We did Whiskey Lullaby.
I Need You Now. Watermelon Moonshine.
Need you now. That one.
Okay, cool. All right, coming up. You got it. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go. Enjoy our version of I Need You Now, and have yourselves a great week. See you real soon. Here we go.
Picture perfect memories scattered all around the floor. Reaching for the phone, 'cause I can't fight it anymore. Oh no. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. For me, it happens all the time. It's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, but I lost all control and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now.
Another shot of whiskey, can't stop looking at the door. Wishing you'd come sweeping in the way you did before. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. For me it happens all the time.
It's 1:15. I'm a little drunk and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, but I lost all control and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. Whoa, whoa. Yes, I'd rather hurt than feel nothing at all. It's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now.
And I said I wouldn't call, but I'm a little drunk and I need you now.
And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. I just need you now. Oh, baby, I need you now. I need you now.